Welcome back. Today we're talking about acrophobia, which is the fear of heights. Now, if you search what's the most common phobia in the world, or at least in the US, fear of heights comes up as number one pretty often, along with fear of spiders, fear of public speaking, fear of needles. So a lot of people watching me might have this phobia. And it's my turn to turn the camera around, metaphorically speaking, onto you and say, yes, I've got a little fear of the water, but some of you guys got a fear of heights, huh? That's not really my intention with this video. I thought it'd be fun to do one about heights because it's such an obvious one that we haven't done yet. So I personally don't feel like I have a fear of heights. I'll say the same thing about fear of heights that I said about claustrophobia, and that is that it's less of a phobia and more of just common sense. You know, it's like you don't do a handstand on top of a 50-story building. That's just like common sense. I'm not a chicken for not wanting to do that. It's just, what's the point of doing that unless you want to die, which I don't. I wouldn't say that I have a phobia of going into a small cave, but if I get stuck in a small dark cave and die, I'm not going to be very pleased about that. In fact, I'd be rather upset. So with heights, yeah, I don't want to fall off a bridge or a tall building or fall out of an airplane, but it's not something I think about in my day-to-day life. Okay, so we have a couple things here. We have a video that's 3 minutes long that is a compilation. It's called Don't Look Away Challenge. 3 minutes of acrophobia, scared of heights. Don't look away challenge, 99.99% will. Are you gonna look away? Because I don't plan on looking away. I think we got this thing. That's not very good content, me staring like this for 3 minutes, so we're not gonna actually watch it through. But let's check it out. Bro. Why are there so many videos like this? We did a video about the subreddit sweaty palms, which is just like nerve-wracking videos that will stress you out. Lots of which are heights related or just things that could very easily kill you, like people juggling, I don't know, venomous snakes. But there's so many videos like this of people hanging off the edge of these buildings, doing handstands, doing flips, doing somersaults, doing whatever. You know, walking on the railing and then slipping and almost falling off. You know, it's not worth it. I know, like, there's just a certain amount of human error that you can never know anything for 100%, right? Like, I'm really good at making eggs, right? I make eggs many times a week. I eat a lot of eggs. I cook them a couple different ways. I have very specific ways I like to do it, and I've kind of got it down, right? But occasionally, I'll burn them. Olympic athletes. This is a much better example than my egg example, so just ignore that first part about the eggs. They train their whole lives for one thing, and sometimes they make mistakes. Mistakes are a thing that's built into humans because we are not machines, we're people. Sheesh. This is like platforming in Elden Ring. I've been playing so much of that game lately. This is what it's like. You go on these really awkward edges of things and you're like, I could probably jump to that edge. Maybe there's a secret over there. It's pretty rare there actually is a secret, but I jump on every ledge I see. How you guys doing? How you holding up? Have you looked away yet? If it was just the cameraman just panning over the view, these would be fantastic videos. I love the view of a big city from really high up. Such a cool thing to see. But what's this loser doing hanging off the edge here and blocking my video? You know, get that guy out of here. What's he doing? Bro. Something about these first person ones where like they're acting all like quick, where he's just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna do this. It's when it's like kind of frantic and it feels like they're not really in control. I know that's kind of the point. You almost feel like you need to tell them like, hey man, I don't know if you know this, but there's a really big drop right there. So like, don't fall, you know? At least this one's into the water. Not that that would help. You would still immediately die touching the Surface tension. He's wearing sweatpants, man. People that wear sweatpants out of the house are just built different.
It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour.
He's also wearing a white long sleeve shirt. I bet he eats spaghetti wearing that thing. Oh no. Bro, this is getting me. Don't do that, bro. Why was the bike one the worst one? That one got me. The rest of them have been like normal, like whatever, don't fall. The bike one, there's something about having an item that you're on that's not you, because you know, it's like you can be really coordinated with your own arms and legs, but once you bring like a bike, like when he was riding along the edge, if he just bumps his hand against the wall too hard and kind of gets the little sideways momentum, he's on a bike, you know, like what do you do? The bike goes over, you go over. Vile. Absolutely putrid that one was. And they always have to do that where they like, oops, and like kind of catch themselves. I'm like, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Yo, the new Batman movie looks sick. This is a sick view. Look at this. This is so cool. This is like Elden Ring. No, I love the like foggy city with it. This looks super sci-fi to me. This is so cool looking. Oh, I don't like this one. What are you doing, homie? Isn't it funny to think of from like a survival standpoint? Humans are just like, that's really tall and dangerous. I'm gonna climb up it. We're a little sick, aren't we? Yo, they're playing chess up there. That's sick. That reminded me. It's a way less extreme version of this, but I remember bringing Scrabble on top of a roof of a school building. It wasn't a school I went to, but it was a school that was close to where I live. And some friends and I, we like got on the roof of like one of the main buildings. But yeah, we got up there and played Scrabble. It was like, what's something silly that we can do on top of the roof once we get there?
What a mad lad at a young age.
But yeah, chess over a gigantic hole, different. I wonder if the rule is whoever loses has to go over. Here we go. He's got a parachute on, right? That's what that backpack is? Right?
C'est bon, man. Quand tu veux.
3, 4, et regarde.
Okay, there's the parachute. Can you imagine just driving by that? You don't get enough time to like, oh, he's got a parachute on his back, it's for a video. You don't get to see him deploy the parachute. You just drive by and you see a guy standing on the side of the edge of the bridge with a skateboard and his friend filming him, and you're like, It makes me wonder though, how many of the POV, like first person videos we just watched, they could be wearing a parachute, right? I don't know how much good it would do you if you fall like right next to the building. You'd have to probably fall away from the building so that your parachute doesn't deploy and get stuck on something immediately. But it would help increase your chances of survival. I don't know if I could feel 100% confident in myself to not panic and forget how to pull the parachute, or like, I don't know, faint and just fall to my death. No matter what you do, there's always a risk, but maybe that's what makes it fun for these types of people, the thrill seekers. I don't know.
More, come on.
Bro.
Okay. Woo. Crazy and beautiful.
I want to see her get back up safely. Don't end the video right there. How do you get back up from that position?
Come on. Okay.
I don't know. Once you're on that sort of a steep it's really hard to get grip on your feet. I mean, it depends on the texture of the rock. But like sometimes rocks can be a little slippery. I feel like that's a really awkward position to be in because you try to get some grip. So you put some force on your feet and then your foot slips out and then you die. You fall off the cliff and die. If there was ever one position to be in where it's not a good idea to push someone to do more, it's when they're at the edge of a cliff. Don't tell them further. Go a little more. Because not only could they die, but it would be your fault. And you'd have video of the incident. This one upsets me, actually. The rest of them, it's like, look, do what you want with your own life, you know? Take chances, be a thrill seeker, whatever.
More, come on.
Don't do that. Will Smith, you dog. Wild. Will Smith, why would you do something so irresponsible and reckless? If I control rewind, I'd want tall buildings.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
I can never decide if Will Smith is cool or cringe. I feel like he's a perfect 50-50 of both. And maybe it's because he used to be really cool and now he's cringe, but he still does cool stuff occasionally. But he still does cringe stuff occasionally, so it's really tough. I like Will Smith, I think. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Will Smith. Let's go ahead and end it there. I feel good about that amount. What do you think about heights? Are you afraid of heights? Or are you kind of like me where you understand the kind of common sense danger of it and you're kind of like whatever about it, but you would still never do anything in this video? Or do you just not care? There's always someone who comments that says something like, oh, you shouldn't let fear run your life and, you know, you should get out there and experience things. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I enjoy experiences that don't involve hanging from a 1,000-foot drop. You know, I'll do other stuff, but I'm not letting my fear of falling to my death ruin my life, you know? So just keep that in mind when you write that comment. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. My video 2 videos ago is kind of blowing up right now, kind of delayed. A couple weeks after I posted it, it's popping off. It's about to hit 100,000 views, which is the kind of views I haven't seen in a while. I used to be used to that number, but it's kind of an old number for me. So welcome new people. Thank you for being here. I post all sorts of content here, phobia related, just things I find interesting, things that I think need more attention, like, you know, I did a video about analog horror, I've done liminal space, I did backrooms, all sorts of topics that are kind of like internet topics that maybe you don't know about. I try to cut them up and make them, you know, easy to digest, easy to understand, but also fun to kind of learn something new, or just look at something that you already know and like and watch someone else talk about it. Varied content here, which kind of is bad for views, but I like doing a variety of things, so hopefully you'll stick around for more, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.